Hello and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. So we are here on the daily time frame at the moment, and the chart is still in an overall uptrend. At the moment, let's say the nanostructures are a little bit tricky because what we see here, and I'm going to zoom in a minute, we'll take a look at this shorter time frame. What we see here is maybe an attempt of the market to form a low, but it's not evident yet, okay? To be honest, the move to the downside from the swing high that formed on the 22nd of May, the move to the downside is not clearly complete. I mean, we don't at least have a confirmation that this pullback is complete. We have not yet seen a clear continuation of this uptrend in our yellow scenario. So I'm a bit skeptical whether we've bottomed and continued directly higher from here. There are two main scenarios that I'm tracking. They are highlighted here in yellow and white. The yellow scenario on our Bitcoin chart is the more directly bullish, more aggressively bullish scenario. In this scenario, we're dealing with an ABC structure, higher, where the price could go higher quite directly. That C wave is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, a very direct move to the upside. Have to say though, the internal wave 2 that might be unfolding, which is a corrective pullback, it might go a little lower. Yeah? It still has some room. And in this case, however, still the pullback, you might hear the dog here in the background, in this yellow scenario, the market might overall go up more directly than in the white count, in which a deeper pullback unfolds, maybe already now, and then we should go higher. You see, both counts are actually bullish. If I'm looking at the broader altcoin sector, it's a bit tricky. The altcoin sector shares a very, very similar structure, but we actually have, I would say, very clear setups on several altcoin charts. The Bitcoin chart isn't that clear because if Bitcoin forms a deep pullback into this support area, for example, in an ABC structure, I don't think many altcoins will survive their setups, okay? Or rather, most of these setups won't survive because if I'm looking at the charts, if I'm looking at the altcoin charts, a lot of altcoins technically are already here. Yeah, some are already here. I've just analyzed one in our membership where the price is already here. Okay, so Bitcoin up here. All right. So I mean, if there are correlations, so if Bitcoin comes down, I mean, these altcoins will be somewhere there, right? Let's say in relation to the April low. All right. So I think we have a couple of options here. So either Bitcoin is taking the yellow path, a pretty direct move to the upside, and that will allow many of these altcoin setups to play out, or Bitcoin is doing something like that. We get an A wave down, might even be done, B wave up, which could be quite aggressive, C wave down, and we form more like maybe like a sideways consolidation pattern up there before we go higher. And you might ask, okay, so but that would be the white count. Now you might then ask, okay, but the support area is down here. True, support is not a target though. It just tells us what's the area of risk, right? You know, how deep could the price go in this scenario, but still be bullish. But it doesn't have to go down very, very deep. Pullbacks here in this rally from the April low have been very, very shallow. So I am tracking here the white scenario and yellow. They are both bullish. A deeper pullback could be the last opportunity to maybe jump on board of this train in this cycle, because I only pretty much expect one more rally. I'm open to the idea of more than that, but I really only expect one more. I wouldn't rely on anything else, okay? But obviously, we are here in a short-term overall uptrend from the April low. We've already broken above the December and January highs. So the wave count to the upside is nearly full overall. I explained that in detail in previous videos. And if you are interested in a little bit more detail about these structures, check out my latest Bitcoin video that you can find in the beginner playlist on this channel, where I go into more detail and talk about these structures and kind of sentiment stuff and everything a little bit more. Okay, let's take a look at the shorter time frame then. Thanks so much for watching the videos on this YouTube channel. If you've been thinking about joining MCO as a member, now might be a great time. You can use the link in the video description and apply the discount code right below it. You will get 50% off your first month of our Gold membership, and you can explore everything we offer. It's the easiest way to test the membership, see if it's a good fit for you, and get a feel for the community, join the conversation, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in our member area. On the Bitcoin chart, shorter time frame wise, you see that from this swing high in May, we have a 3-wave move down. I mean, there are a couple of different scenarios here. It's not easy to read this structure. I mean, while the daily chart is very, very clear, I think here on the shorter time frame, it's a bit of a mess. We do have a 3-wave move down, which could be 3 waves in the yellow scenario within a C wave of a larger wave 2 pullback. We talked about yellow scenario, more directly bullish, might get one more low. This move up here is an absolute mess. I mean, I'm tracking it currently as some kind of a corrective rally. 3 waves up at the moment, could easily break at any point. Once we get a break below 104,950, Tuesday low, followed by a break below the Monday low at 103,680, we should be in the 5th wave down to around about 101,690. I mentioned a few days ago, this is still my ideal target there for a 5th wave down. I think that still applies. So I just want to highlight, look, yellow count possible, could give us one more low in that C wave down. If it continues to grind higher, then we might be in this white B wave I shared with you. We'll go a little higher, but as long as we stay below resistance of 110K, there's not really any evidence that something more bullish is playing out, especially as long as the rally is corrective. With corrective, I mean a 3-wave move up. We could get something like that, A wave, B wave, C wave. It's just corrective. Even if it goes higher, it's not clearly bullish. Short term, maybe, yeah. Short term, especially as long as the Monday low is holding, that count has a chance. But yeah, as long as it's 3 waves, I would see it as a B wave. Corrective, before it goes down then further, okay? Now again, all of these scenarios aren't really bearish. They just highlight that we haven't got any confirmation yet that a low has formed. I would only be more convinced that an actual low has formed, a more meaningful low, if we get all 5 waves to the upside completed as per the orange scenario, which means after that rally, I need another higher low and another higher high. Then we've got 5 waves. I can call that wave 1 of the next larger 5-wave move. Then there would be a wave 2 pullback, which would be an opportunity for higher prices. Yeah, like that. So that means whatever it is, it could be yellow, it could be the white count, could even be orange. We're kind of in no man's land at the moment. As long as we don't have a 5-wave move up, we don't really have clarity that a low is in. Therefore, structure is very fragile. Another low, quite likely. I've added some trend channel lines here. A market might respect them on the way up. Next resistance, 107,267, 107,450 area. It's kind of next resistance, but if it really is the white count, we might stretch a little higher. This is the resistance area the market can test next, but what is more important than the resistance area at the moment is really the structure. As long as the rally is only a 3-wave move, there is really no evidence, no strong evidence that a substantial, meaningful low has formed. That's the update on Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.